What's up, everybody? It's Big Ralph TV, and I'm back with another video. All right. Now, lately, I've been using this phone. I guess we can call this a follow-up video to me buying the Z Fold 7. And what I will say, let me go ahead and get a quick wipe down of the screen. Very beautiful screen, very beautiful device, man. And I've enjoyed my time with this phone since I got it. All right. I don't really have too many complaints, but there are a few that I will get into. And I do really like this Pataka case. It's still very thin, as you can see here, but it does give a little bit more of a grip than the previous Samsung clear case that I was using. So I am enjoying this. But let me open it up here. Boom. And here we are. I do like that my background on the inner display is different from that of the display when it's closed. So I do like if I have this here and then I open it up, it's two completely different ones that you see there. All right. So I like that. But anyway, it's been good to use. I have found that I'm enjoying using this screen, the outer display, more than I did with, say, the Z Fold 4, which was a little bit more narrow. It wasn't as comfortable, and it kind of forced you to open the screen up. Same for the Z Fold 2 that I had originally. So those two phones forced you to open up the display and use the bigger screen. Whereas I feel like this one, it allows you to use the front display like a normal phone. All right. So I like that aspect of it. I like the way the phone feels in hand. It's nice and thin. I can do a lot of things on this device. If I wanted to read, I can be productive and create YouTube videos on here and edit them. Most of the shorts that I do on this channel, if you see any of the shorts that I create, are filmed right here on the Filmora app right there. So I film the videos, I send them to Filmora, I edit it all on this device. So I do like that I can be productive as well. But let me also get into the camera. So here it is. You see me now with the GoPro on my head. I didn't mean to show you all that, but here you can see it. The cameras are nice. I do like the cameras for everyday pictures, normal everyday pictures that you might take of anything on this phone. You're gonna get what you asked for. You're gonna get your money's worth with those pictures. All right. The only time that the cameras become an issue is when you go for zooming. If you go and you're trying to take a picture of something that's far off, then the cameras become an issue for me. And I know for one, like, it's almost like this phone is like a gimmick phone. Okay. The big gimmick is, hey, I'm using this phone. Boom, 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 boom. This is what I'm looking at. But then you're going to go, boom, look at this. Look at what I can do with this phone. All right. Now I got this big inner display here. Your phone can't do that. You got this one display phone. It's just a bigger phone, whatever. Look what I can do with this. And this is the big gimmick. It's the same with the Air devices now, or the Edge, the Samsung S25 Edge or the iPhone Air. The gimmick there is that those devices are thin. So look, they're about as thin as this. You see how thin this phone is? Those phones are really thin. And that's the gimmick. But when you have the gimmick phones, such as the iPhone Air, the S25 Edge, you know what you do? You lose features. You lose features that say a Google Pixel 10 XL or a 10 Pro XL, I should say, is going to have. They're going to have everything. They're going to have the best of the best cameras. They're going to have better battery. They're going to have all these features that they couldn't squeeze in to this device because it's thin or it has to fold or whatever the case may be. Same for the S25 Ultra, the iPhone, whatever iPhone what are we on? 17? The iPhone 17 Pro Max. Those phones are going to have all the top-notch features. They're not going to slack on anything because they're tried and true. But when you got to make these gimmick phones, you're going to be missing something. That's why the S25 Ultra, it has these cameras, and we have these same cameras, but the S25 Ultra has the extra, the zoom cameras and everything like that. So you're not going to be missing anything. They throw everything in the kitchen sink and on those phones, and you're not going to feel like you're missing anything. When my wife and I are out and about and we want to take a good picture, we're at a concert or something, our kids performing with the band or something, usually she's taking the zoomed in pictures now because I can't get the good shot with the zoom on this phone, depending on where my kid is at the band. When I went to go see the Sacred Souls a few weeks ago in Austin, my wife had to take video of the guys performing because this phone, while it took some good shots, let me see if I can find that. It took some great shots, but hers were better having the Z Fold, or I'm sorry, her having the S25 Ultra. So here's some of it. This is some that I filmed. Let me turn off the sound. But here is some that I filmed, and that doesn't look terrible. That doesn't look terrible. But it looked even better on her device because there's no graininess, no blurriness. It was just perfect shots. Here's another one, and they're jamming. That looks pretty good. That's not bad. But the videos that my wife was able to get looked even better to me. And I'm hoping this can show good on this phone. I'm hoping you all can see this. So for everyday use, this is still a great phone and there's no complaints there. But there are going to be the moments where if you have a phone similar to this, you have a gimmick phone like the Z Fold, the Z Flip, iPhone Air, S25 Edge. There's going to be those times where you may be out and about and you're going to be like, man, I wish I had said feature. I wish I had better battery life. I wish I had better zoom. You know what I mean? But you got to ask yourself, do you want those things over these features? Right now, I don't think so. There are times where I feel like I'm missing just having a pick up and go phone. If I had the S25 Ultra, I feel like I'd be content because I wouldn't feel like I'd be missing anything. It'd be just grab your phone, go. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Like this past weekend, I was in Cancun. And before we went, I said I might have to go grab one of those little phone pouches because we're going to be near water. We're probably going to be hanging out on the beach. We might be at the pool. I can't get this phone wet. I can't have this phone near sand. And it became a concern for me. And I went to go buy one of those little pouches that you use to put the phone in so it can protect it, but you can still use it or whatnot. And then I wound up forgetting it and not bringing it on the trip completely. But luckily, we didn't go anywhere near sand, and I was cool and kind of kept it away from the water. But that's not something you have to worry about with a standard Samsung phone, a standard Google Pixel, something that not even right now, the Google Pixel 10 Pro Fold is sand and water resistant, if I'm not mistaken. So you can take that phone anywhere and not have to worry about it. But this phone, if you get it near some sand or you get it near some water, it could potentially damage the phone. Now, I do have the insurance on this device, so if that did happen, I could pay and get it repaired. But that's a concern. My wife was at the beach whole time, her S24 Ultra, no concerns. She could have dropped it in the pool and it would still be just fine. But me, I'm concerned about those things. But luckily, it was nothing that I had to be worried about and everything worked out fine. All right. Those are just some things that you have to think about when you get these, these gimmick devices, man. And I don't mean to keep showing that picture, but that's my lock screen. So, hey, it is what it is. But those are things that you have to worry about when you get on there, man. You have to worry about, is this phone going to be safe in these elements? Am I going to have a good zoom? Am I going to have great battery life? Those are things you got to think about when you buy these gimmick devices, man. And then you have to do the pros and cons. You have to do the trade-offs. Is this going to be good if I do this? Am I going to be able to last for however long I decide to keep these devices? Because right now, I don't have any other device. Normally, I have a foldable and a slab phone. Like last year, I had the OnePlus 13 and the Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold. All right, so I have both of those phones. And if you all notice some of the videos, I would be talking about said device. Say I'm talking about the Google Pixel Fold. I would be talking about that phone and I would be using the OnePlus phone as like my monitor so I can watch what I'm doing on the screen. Right now, I don't have another phone. This is the only device that I have. One phone. I haven't been one phone rough in years, but here I am, just one device right now. And I can't say that I'm mad about it, man. Are there things with this phone that I would like to be a little bit better for my usage? Yeah, I'm a power user, man. I'm always on this phone. I'm watching videos. I'm watching YouTube videos. I'm on social media. I'm looking up things. I'm doing research. I'm trying to come up with ideas for videos. I'm working on music and all kinds of stuff that I'm doing on my phone. So I'm always on it all day long. But I would love to have a little bit better battery life on this device. Sometimes my network isn't as strong. That's actually been something, I feel like they might have fixed that with an update, because let me not jinx it. It used to be a point where the network wasn't as strong in my work building, but lately it has been doing pretty good. So I don't want to knock that and say that it's been a bad thing. But network is one, battery life, and then just the zoom on the camera. If the zoom was like, man, just give us an extra camera zoom and we could be good to go, man. Just give us that, not the ultra wide, but is it the telephoto? Give us the telephoto and have it a little bit better so we can get those zoom in shots. Man, that would be great. I think that would be incredible if we could have that on this folding phone. You wouldn't be able to knock that. But I just wanted to bring you guys a quick update and show how I have been using this phone and everything like that. And I am enjoying it, but I just wanted to say that right now I have been thinking about, man, I wish I could have one of those all-inclusive, I'm not missing anything devices like the S25 Ultra or the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL. You know what I'm saying? Carry that around and I would feel good and not have to worry about nothing. But this is what I chose, Z Fold 7. I am liking it. As of this moment, I do not see myself going out and buying another phone, a slab phone or anything. I'm gonna rock with just the one and see how long that can last. Hopefully I can at least make it the S26 season before I change my mind on that. But we'll see I am enjoying it. I know I mentioned some complaints and things that I wish were better, but I am still enjoying this device, man. So anyway, that's going to do it for this one. Thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you have not already. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing. I truly, truly appreciate it. More content is on the way, and I'll holler at you all in the next video. Peace.